Hello there. I was going to wait for the song to end, but being that we all know what it sounds like, and I'm sure you're all waiting and excited anticipation for the start of the stream, I thought I would start it off. Yeah, thanks for the lovely hat comments. That's a lovely hat. Thanks, Aardvark. It's not functional. It's purely to cover up the atrocity that is my haircut. I've not had a haircut. I've had one haircut since we've been in lockdown. And it wasn't a particularly good one, so yeah, it's bad. Yeah, very bad hair day, Sharmoni. So got the old hat on. It's not cold at all. It's actually you'd be laughing if you saw how warm it is here. You would mock. I would should rightly be mocked for how warm it is. Hey everyone. So yeah, welcome to today's stream. I hope everyone's well. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see my lovely living room door and a lovely picture of a wedding day that was drawn. Cool, right. So, what are we doing today? Well, funny you should ask me. We are doing it's the quarterfinals, guys. We're so nearly there. We're so nearly at the end of this challenge. The quarterfinals of the Naval Warfare Challenge. Yay! So yeah, so it's going to be a bit different. So if you've been paying attention or been watching any of the other rounds, what we would usually do would be a sort of knockout, best of one round, and then you're out. This one, because it's the quarterfinals, want to make sure we're giving everyone a fairer crack of the whip. So it's going to be best of three, and the winner of those rounds will go through to the semi-finals. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Couple of questions in the chat. With the coming TerraTech Tank Warfare Challenge, can we include workshop blocks? I'm gonna, because I've not worked out the logistics of that. My gut says no. I have a feeling that sort of. I'm just going to change my camera around just a tad, just a tad. I'm going to say no just because we don't know how they react, we don't know how they work. I know they're very. And also, what are the benefits? The benefits are they'd look wicked. The downsides are they don't really do much. At the minute, the blocks haven't had any sort of official custom, any sort of functionality added to them. So they are effectively just static blocks that just sit there and act as effectively armor. So I'll have to think about it. Again, I've not worked it out yet, so I could be convinced, but I've yet to confirm. I've yet even to confirm if that's what we want to do for the next challenge. I know that's what we kind of talked about a bit on stream, but there may be other things. Sebi's also got a question in chat. What version are the fights going to continue on? The latest release has a crippling bug. Good question, Sebi. So for the last few weeks, I have my own build. Aid, our QA aficionado, has built my own. I've got my own little 1.4 version, which I am playing on. It's just for me. So yeah, that's what we've got. So that's what we'll continue on for the rest of the challenge. So yeah. Darwin released a Hawkeye armor block, being the 8 times the cost, 8 times the durability, just no OP blocks. Yeah, it's just where you draw the line at OP. This is the problem with custom blocks. I probably wouldn't. If we have this, if we have the same amount of entries that we had for the Warfare Challenge, that's over 100. I'd have to go through 100 entries to make sure that each block isn't, this sort of. It just gets really complicated. So, yeah, like I said, I need to just double check. Matt, if you allow Steam mods, I will make a trophy mod for it. Not gonna lie, a gigantic 10-meter high trophy. That would be awesome, Darwin. I would love to see that. Yes, please. Sebi, Matt, I saw those sneaky blocks in the unstable. Yeah, there's a couple of sneaky little blocks that have snuck in. So yeah, let's move on. That's a good segue, a good link, as we like to call it in the biz that I call streaming as a community manager. We released the unstable build yesterday, so that went out. That included 2 new missions that are hard as anything. The hardest thing I've ever played in TerraTech. One in particular is the arena challenge. I could not do that. I couldn't even get close to doing that. Now, important to note, these are still in unstable. So if you have any feedback, if you want to, feel like they're too hard, if you want to sort of tweak them a bit, or the only bit of feedback that I really had for Kay, who's the designer that did it, was that there was just too much anti-grav. The 0-point weapons were just too frequent, and you couldn't really do much. That would be my feedback. Yeah. So yeah, if you've got any feedback like that at all, head over to our forums. I'm sure Moobot's going to tell me in a second where you can go to our forums. You'll see a link. You should hopefully see a link in chat in a minute. Yeah. So if not, can someone? There you go. I didn't even. Do you know what? Chat is. Moobot's just got my back. What can I say? Moobot knows what I'm talking about. If you've got any feedback for the missions or for the latest Unstable, if you've got bugs, anything like that we need to know about, please drop it in the forums, because then we can fix it or adjust it. You know, we're into that sort of shenanigans. Another chat here, another message here from Virtue. How about including specific mods like the Hawkeye armor block and letters mod, and the players have to play around those rules? Good idea. I like that idea. Again, let's get through this challenge first. Let's get the naval warfare done and out of the way, and then we can look at the possible tank challenge. Cool. I think that's it really for housekeeping stuff. Yeah, Unstable went out. A big one. Last Friday we released the big update for Xbox. So Xbox now has three new missions and the Better Future training missions for your hovers, as well as the DLC R&D. Oh, sorry, I knew I was going to get that wrong. I knew it was. There's so many letters. Xbox now has access to the R&D Labs DLC. So if you have an Xbox and you want to test out all the cool testing equipment, test your techs to the limit, you can now purchase that DLC on the Xbox Store. So that's good. So we're going somewhere. We're in the right direction. Switch and PlayStation won't be far behind. The PlayStation will get exactly the same as the Xbox. So that's some new missions, some new blocks, and also the R&D DLC, R&D Labs DLC. The Switch, because the Switch is so far behind, and we're bringing that up to parity. We're bringing that up to where the Xbox and PlayStation are. There's a lot more content coming in for the Switch. So that's going to be Better Future. It's going to be loads of new missions, loads of new blocks. The R&D Labs DLC, it's huge, guys. The Switch update is huge. So we want to make sure we're doing it right. Quick update on where we are with PlayStation and Xbox and Switch. There isn't really an update, because we are where we were last week. It's still in certification. It's still with those. We're still working with those companies, with Xbox. Oh, sorry, with PlayStation and Nintendo, to get those out to you as soon as possible. So yeah, like we said before, there's been a few sort of hiccups in the road to getting them released, mainly because things have changed so much, because everyone's working remotely, because it's all sort of, you know, through lockdown, it's all changed so much. The whole processes have changed. We're sort of trying to figure out. We're basically figuring it out as we go along. A bit of trial and error, a bit of elbow grease, and yeah. So they'll be with us hopefully as soon as possible. Cool. Right, I'm gonna have a sip of water. Beautiful. Right, so let's get into it then, shall we? The quarterfinals of the TerraTech Naval Warfare Challenge. So let's get into the game. There we go. Right, we are in game. We are in game. I have a tech here. Let me remind myself whose is whose. Oh, I know. I remember whose is whose. So over here is Rev the Pom. So in the quarters, we have Rev the Pom versus Dark Star. So this is Rev the Pom. I'm currently controlling their ship. And over here we have Dark Star. Now I need to just lower the height on Dark Star, because that's getting quite high. And I don't want it to be too high. So let's just pop a thingy on the top here. Let's lower you down a smidge. That seems to do it about last time. Come on. It's a bit of a slow on this one. Alright. Nice. Cool. Alright. So, while that just comes back down to Earth, let's get everything set up and ready. So we don't need the charging stations. We definitely don't need the Fatui. I'm going to just swing it around into my camera mobile. So on my right is Rev the Pom. And on my left, I'm just going to shift you back just slightly just so we can have a good run in at each other. Let's get a bit further back. There we go. Alright. And on my left, so on my right is Darkstar, and on my left is, sorry. Oh yeah, on my left is Darkstar, and on my right is Rev the Pom. Right, I think we're all about ready to go. So let's do it. Let's get into the quarterfinals of the Naval Warfare Challenge. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this. These are like the cream of the crop, guys. These are like the best of the best of the best, sort of. So here we go. So this is the first battle of the quarterfinals. Sorry, let me rephrase that. This is the first battle of the... How can we phrase this? This is the first fight of the first battle, yeah, of the quarterfinals. So it's a round of 3. This is the first battle. First fight of the battle. The battle consists of 3... That makes sense. Guys, am I making sense? Doesn't matter. Let's get into it. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and they are off. On my right, Rev the Pom. On my left is Darkstar. So these are fought off plenty of adversaries to get to where they are. Whoa! Darkstar doing absolute damage. Those cannons are immense. They do so much damage. Rev the Pom, it's in bits. Those secondary shields, those sort of what would you call those on the outside? So I'm going to call them secondary shields. Those secondary armor platings, not able to withstand all that damage from those gigatons. Although Darkstar, you've not come out of this unscathed. That front of your ship is not looking too healthy. Hopefully we can actually re-engage with each other, because I don't want to have to intervene again like we did last week. It seems to be okay. Okay, brilliant, cool. Whew, right then, so. Ooh, missiles. I'm conflicted about whether or not missiles or cannons are the way to go with this. Missiles, you're guaranteed to get hits, but and it is sort of a sustained damage. Whereas if you just get, I suppose the cannons, any sort of cannons, whether it be the gigatons or whichever ones, you're kind of playing a high risk strategy, because if you get a shot off, if you get a good volley off. Or the rewards. The rewards are immense. We saw it before. If just one good hit with a solid cannon, and you're fine. I felt like missiles are just a little bit more consistent. So maybe there's a balance to be had. Maybe there's a balance to be had between missiles and cannons. I guess we'll see. Okay, so we're in a lovely little holding pattern between the two now. I can just sit here. I can just sit here and wait for them to finish. So it looks like they're still maintaining that damage. So after that first foray, those sort of first big cannon hits on both sides, you can see the damage that they've done. Now this is just going to be a case of who can withstand the most. Who's going to outlast? Who has the best shield to power ratio? Who can heal the best? Both seem to be doing okay, to be fair. I mean, after that first initial well, let's get a closer look. Let's get a closer look, because I want to see if what the battery situation is for both of these. Okay, so Rev the Pom's batteries are down. Their shields have gone. This could be the end, or this is going to be the end of Rev the Pom. Yep, there you go. So, the first fight of the battle, that makes sense. The first fight of the battle goes to Darkstar. There's still firing going on. Lovely, good stuff. Right, so there we have it. Darkstar has it. So don't forget, it's a best of 3. So we're going to go into the second fight now. Well played, everyone. That was really interesting. Do you know what? It says Rev the Pom vs. Keen. That isn't what it is. This isn't the battle. I just haven't renamed it. Wait. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. This is going to be the old one. Never mind. It's fine. We can let it charge. So we already have Rev the Poms loaded in. We just need to load in Dark Stars, which is here. So we'll just wait for Dark Stars ship to open up all their bubbles and all their loveliness. While it does that, I'm gonna add a. This could take a while, guys. So if you wanted to go grab a coffee or a drink or anything like that, feel free. Oh, Darkstar, this isn't your fault at all. This was I wasn't paying attention. I should have saved. It shouldn't take too long. Just enjoy the music, enjoy the beats. I will save it this time, Sharmoni. Please, chat, remind me. Remind me to... PDC. Darwin, what do you mean by PDC? Paid downloadable content? Oh. Point defense cannon, sorry. Paid downloadable content? Why are we discussing this? Point defense cannon. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the point defense cannon? Right, we're halfway there with the shields, nearly. So you want to have some sort of not anti-aircraft. That's kind of what shields offer that though, right? So it'd be a defensive weapon, right? Or like a shield. Oh yeah, like a shield. I love the idea. I love the idea of having what are they called? A point defense cannon, a PDC. It just feels like that purpose is already. But I feel like that service is already served with a shield. How are they different from a shield? It destroys the missiles before reaching the target. Shield takes power, PDC do not, and if you go pure armor, it helps when having no batteries. So then, wouldn't that be like ridiculously overpowered? No, I honestly don't know what point defense is, Virtue or Darwin. Forgive my ignorance. Yeah. Would that not be like an unpowered defense mechanism like that? I feel would be like maybe Radical Research. They like crazy stuff. Shields are already so good. It only counters missiles by shooting them down before hitting the tech, negating damage 100% for no cost. So yeah, that sounds really strong. But, you know, like we've seen with Rescue Research stuff, they like to be a bit crazy. They like to be a bit wacky. Look at the Mega Reactor battery. That's pretty ridiculous. But it's endgame, right? I kind of feel like with endgame stuff, it should be OP. It should be like the strongest. Like it should be the biggest carrot at the end of the stick. You know, it should be like, that's what you want to aim for, that's what you want to get to. This will make cannons more viable, missiles less overpowered. Large missiles like the cruise missile will be hard to destroy. Small missiles are easier but faster and harder to shoot at. Guys, in principle, yes, I love the idea, and I would never shoot down an idea just because it's bad. I think I love all the ideas. I think things like this are what make TerraTech great. I think the ideas that you guys put forward are what make the community awesome. It's kind of my job to question why, what place that would have in the game. So in order for me, because, you know, I want to pitch this, I want to put this forward to develop to Chris and Kay and Greg and the team and say, guys, what do you think of this? This is awesome. This is what it's going to do. And I'm really only asking you the questions that they would ask me. So if you think that I'm questioning what you're saying, please don't. It really is. I genuinely do love everything that you do. Yeah. So I feel, and this is just my opinion anyway, that endgame stuff should be overpowered. It should be like, you want to do that really hard mission. You want to do 0 point holo for that 0 point weapon that you get at the end of it, and have the amount of fun that you can have with that is a reward. So having cool overpowered stuff. I mean, overpowered isn't the right word to use. I know we use that a lot in gaming, and that's sort of a colloquialism for something that is really strong. But we, yeah. Okay, so this the heal bubbles, shield repair bubbles. Yep, are coming back on now. We are almost there. Right, so Darkstar took the first fight. Don't forget to save. The other problem that we would have with the PDCs, and this is just something that I know we have with, it's literally with every block that we make. Every block that we add to the game is that we have this problem, is the amount of sort of code support that would go into it. So as you all know, coding and programming it's a finite resource. It's one of the sort of biggest bottlenecks that we have in our as a developer. It's not just us, any developer. Code is by far the biggest sort of bottleneck for any kind of feature. So the less code support we need, the better. That's why we're always happy to throw in cosmetic blocks. We're always happy to throw in, armor blocks, slope blocks, things like that, because that's just art time. And art time, as much as we love them, there's enough artists to knock together a few blocks. Something like a PDC would require animation. It would require spin up times, all that sort of stuff, but also it would require the support to know how to do what it's meant to be doing. So it's something like, we've talked about something like shot leading before. It's a similar concept to that, is like the game needs to know where the missiles are going to end up and then make its calculations accordingly. Now obviously this is doing this after the fact, and one of the sort of philosophies I suppose we've had with TerraTech from day one is, if we're doing something, we're doing it right. We're not just going to do a botch job. So you take the walker legs. Walker legs get requested so much because it's an awesome idea. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love to have techs that walk properly, and we could, and I'm sure people will try once modding is where it needs to be. Is people will try to do that, and yeah. So, but when we do it, we want to make sure we do it right. That's going to mean, proper animations. It's going to mean proper physics for each leg, and the biggest downside to that is that requires work. That requires resources. Now, I'm not making excuses. I'm just, I'm letting you guys know the process that we go to. It's not like in an ideal world we would just put everything that we wanted into the game and that would be it. But that's just not how it works. Right, cool. Right, so I think we're all ready to go. After I've been through my slight diatribe there. Right, let's get everyone queued up. So here we go, Fight 2 of the quarterfinal, first battle of Rev the Pom versus Darkstar. Let's get a bit of height on this. And I think we're ready to go. So here we go. So Darkstar took the first battle. I'm genuinely really interested to see what the outcome of this is, because we've not done this sort of format before. Okay, ready. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, and they are off. Cool. Right. Similar sort of start. Okay, yeah. So, oh, big damage. Big damage there. Rev, again, similar outcomes to what happened in the first fight. Rev's the front side of Rev's ship is taking an absolute beating. Darkstar coming off slightly better off than they did in the first fight. I say that and I just see blocks flying off. But that's fine because they have plenty of shields. Look at those shields, so many. Big hits. Here we go again. Darwin, to your point, in an ideal world, we will just hand over everything to modders. Once TerraTech is at the end of its life, and we've sort of finished adding new stuff, we're just going to say, modders, you do it now. It's your game. We hand over the reins to modders. Do what you like. So hopefully we'll get mod support to that point. We don't know yet. We don't know. Okay, so we're kind of not... This didn't happen in the first battle. They kind of were able to re-engage quite quickly. Looks like they're going to find each other now. No, oh, Darkstar having a hard time controlling itself. Come on, spin yourself around. Rev the Pom coming back round. Oops, I wanted to go up. Here we go, right, so they're going to find each other again now. Boom, big hit. Big hit. And they're just going to go straight for it. I love it. Okay, that you can't not notice that big, huge chunk taken out of Rev the Pom ship there. I'm getting a dry throat, so I'm going to drink some water. Darkstar's managed to gain some sort of altitude. I'm guessing that was just by going over some rocks and then it's just sort of throwing them up high, a bit higher. Rev the Pom, I just don't see how... If you compare them right now, Rev is just way behind where Darkstar is. If Darkstar could just break down that, get a few shots. I mean, that's all exposed. I can't see many of those blocks are being helped there by shields. I may need to lower Darkstar's ship just so we can get them to fight each other again. Okay, Rev is stuck on those rocks, so Darkstar needs to just line themselves up. Looks like they're trying to... I don't really know what they're trying to do. Right, Rev is definitely stuck. Darkstar just needs to point themselves in that direction. Come on. Do I need to get in that vehicle and control you for you? Do I? I'll do it. I will do it. Right, I'm going to have to just move Darkstar to where they need to be because... Oh. Are we going to go in? Interesting technique. Interesting maneuver. Maybe they're just sort of trying to, suss it out a bit. No. Alright, we're just doing circles. I think you're just taunting. I think you're just doing like a dance. So let's just jump into... Darkstar ship. Let's just try and get them just a little bit closer so they can actually do their thing. I'm actually also going to chuck... I am going to lower them slightly because they are very high up. Get you back down to where you need to be. Oh. There we go, right. Right, let's just pop you here. That seems fair enough. Let's jump back in the camera wheel. And And set you back to enemy. Okay, right. Wrong way. Where are you going? What the heck? Come back. It's this way. What are you doing? Hey. You just... I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to have to do it again. Absolutely typical. Maybe if we just put them straight next to each other. This should work. This should work. I thought it was going to work last time. Okay, here we go. Right. Eesh. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. Darkstar is just pummeling Rev. Absolutely pummeling them. I feel like we're going to get the same result that we did from the first battle. Rev the Pom has dislodged themselves from those rocks. Darkstar seems to have got their rhythm back. They're able to actually pursue Rev the Pom properly now. Although they seem to be going higher and higher. Not quite sure how or why. Okay, Darkstar, if you go any further, I'm going to have to bring you back down again. Okay, yeah. I'm worried that you're going to go too far, so let's slap you into neutral. I feel like this is a bug. They shouldn't be this high up. Alright, let's bring you back down. Let's get away from these rocks. Oh, Rev's gonna get... No! Okay, we're just gonna plow straight through those. Good. Well done. Right. Now, based on what it did last time, I'm going to point this the wrong way, so hopefully it reverses into where it needs to be. Okay, so another reposition job. There we go. So we have the Pom and Darkstar. There we go. Woo! Beautiful music. What fitting music for the occasion. Okay, right. Darkstar has definitely got their bearings now. They are pursuing Rev the Pom with gusto and vigour. No? Okay, we're just going to do a big U-turn. Whoopsie. Well. Okay, Darkstar has... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, go at it, boys. Oh, okay, Rev's shields are down. This could be the end. Darkstar is gonna make it through to the semi-finals. Darkstar is the first qualifier of the semi-finals of the Naval Warfare Challenge. They've done it, guys. That's it. The first battle of the quarterfinals is finished, with some slight interference from myself, but that was just so we can get the show rolling. Woo! 35 minutes in, and we're one battle down. Woo! Round 1 complete. Well played, Darkstar. Well played indeed. So next up is Islay versus RC. So this is the Battle of the Geocorp. These are the two mainly Geocorp techs that are left. The others are all sort of Hawkeye-looking ships. This is Geocorp. Oh, apparently there's still some shields, some repair bubbles opening that I've missed. Oh. Whoops, I thought they were all opened. Never mind. We can wait a few minutes. We done? No. Still some more to come. These could be long. This is going to be the longest battle we've had because there's a lot of armor, a lot of health on these Geocorp blocks, and that's what they're both these techs are made up mostly of Geocorp, and I mean there's plenty of weapons, but not a huge amount of firepower. If we're being honest, it could be more. So with the mixture of high health to low DPS, we could be in for a long old battle with this one. Come on, Venture, open up your healing bubbles. Last one. Oh, come on. Bubbles not 100% done yet. Remember to save. I don't need to save these ones, Shamoni, but thanks for the heads up. Right. Bubbles are open. The bubbles open over here? I believe they are. Cool. Right, let me remind myself which ship is which. Okay, so over here, this is Islay, and this one is RC. So it's Islay versus RC3197. So let's get this party started, shall we? Let's get rid of the charging stations. Let's get rid of the Fatuis, because we definitely don't need those. I'm going to switch into the camera. I'm going to set myself to neutral, as always. Okay, guys, so here we go. Guys, I like the cut of your jib. We do need to save. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. They are. Go, go, go. Eesh, that's so much frame rate. Oh my goodness. Blocks is falling off left, right, and center. Okay. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking the amount of damage that I'm seeing. There's a lot of explosions. So Islay take probably. I mean, that's a scratch. It is a mere scratch. I'm sure they'll be fine. Taking the brunt of that early exchange. Let's just see what how RC is getting on. Can't see much structural damage. And this is what I was worried about, that we'd have just a. What PC is this played on? This is played on my PC. This is a work computer. Here we go. Go for it. But the graphics card for this, I think, is an RTX 1060 or 1070. And I couldn't tell what the CPU. I think the CPU is like an i5. So it's not like the highest of high-end machines. Okay, this is what we want. This is what I like to see. It's just all out. Just grappling. Okay, right. So, RC is just shredding through Ilay's blocks now. If they can get into the soft underbelly where those batteries are, and just start depleting those shields aren't going to last for much longer. Okay, so they've disengaged from that little exchange. Although they're still firing each other, so that's good. Yeah, okay. Ilay is definitely coming out of this the worst. I couldn't tell you what damage RC has taken, because I can't see any. Most of their blocks are there. Okay, right. Didn't see that. Completely missed that. Ilay is, well, grounded with no batteries, no power. It really is RC's for the taking now. We're just going to circle around, probably for the final volley. He be sunk. Yar. Oh no! Don't toy with them like this. That's not very fair. Oh, that's just... I mean, that's embarrassing. Ilay just couldn't even... They're just firing into the ground. Oh my goodness. Here we go, right. RC is now just coming in for that final little volley. Putting Ilay out of their misery. Come on. I mean, those Geocorp blocks are still holding in there, but without that power, without those repair bubbles and those shield bubbles, they are literally just gonna... Yeah. I may call it. I think we know what the outcome of this is going to be. Should we call it, guys? Or should we just let RC do its thing? Oh, it could be over now anyway. Check for weapons. The only weapons that are on this are pointing the wrong way. Eesh. There are some signs of life, I suppose. But I fear it's not for much longer, as they shoot off their 0-point weapons on themselves. Yeah, look at those blocks just falling apart. It looks awesome. It looks absolutely incredible. Right. RC, this is yours for the taking. Come on, finish this off. Let's get this done. Oh, he's trying really hard. He's like a boxer. It's like a boxer in the ring. It's just like on the 10 count. And he's trying to get up. He's on the 9. On the 10 count. He's stumbling. He can't get on his feet. This, we might have to call this. I see. No, okay, right. RC is going to come in and finish the job. Come on. Where is that cab hidden? Goodness me. That is a well-hidden cab. That could be the last thing standing on this ship. There you go. Okay. Lovely stuff. Right, so RC takes the first point of this game. So let's quit out of there. Cool. So we're going to go in for the second fight of this battle. How are we looking for time? So we've got 10 minutes. I think we can get through. We're not in a rush. I want to get through all of the quarterfinal fights today. So, and just like that, we're already set up for... Maybe I should save each of these like this. We're already set up. So, let's get into the second fight, shall we? So, actually... Yeah, okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and they are go, go, go. So just to recap, on my left is RC, on my right is Islay. And again, almost identical to the last round, to the last fight. Islay taking some damage to that front side. Oh, getting stuck already. That's fine. Everything's fine. Right, here we go. Right, this is what happened last time. Let's not have a complete repeat performance of last time. I want to see a bit more competition. I'd like to see someone actually try and... Do you know what? Through all the rounds, the RC's ship hasn't really been put through... Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, please. Hey, Zip-Eye. But, yeah, I don't recall... Oh, okay. Come back, please. I don't recall RC's ship really, or really even TWI lays, because it's barely a ship. Almost, I mean, it is. RC's, yeah. Right, come on, guys. Let's get some fighting going. This is what we're all here for. We don't think RC's is a ship. Is that the consensus? I think it is. Decorations matter. It's a floating fortress. Just sort of testing each other out a little bit. This could be it. Come on, there we go. Right, get those starboard get your starboard weapons are firing. There we go. That's what we want. Oh, good little volley there. And we're back to the death circle. Is there any way to increase the aggro range on the AI? Oh, yes, with intricate knowledge of how the game is coded, to which I don't have that level of knowledge. I could, if there was a cheat code for it, I probably could, but I don't think that thing exists. Needs a Star Wars Imperial March in the background. I like the way you think, Ice and Wolf. And I would definitely put it on if it meant that we didn't get told off by George Lucas. Okay, right, here we go. So the last time these ships fought, obviously, they had that little grappling maneuver. That's kind of what, if we're going to have a shorter battle, it's kind of what we want to see. Something like this. Here we go. Right, yeah. So just ram each other. That's it. Just ram it. Oh. Couldn't tell you what's going on. I have no idea. Both, I mean, oh, okay, so TWILA has taken some... That back portion is slowly but surely having chunks taken out of it. I don't want to get too far away so the things despawn. Let's try and get each other closer together. There we go. Yeah, can anyone actually? Is anyone actually able to make these in their own campaigns? I would love to see someone flying these sort of ships about in your campaign game saves. That'd be hilarious. So actually, while I was testing the new arena challenge that's in Unstable, I actually loaded in one of these ships just to give it a go, see how it would fare. It did alright actually. Okay, right, so we're back into it now. Fight! Oh, okay. Ooh, big chunks coming off there. Big chunks. I've made my entire fleet of 20 million in total. I have an entire factory dedicated to crafting things at maximum efficiency. I also have a converted. I have also a converted to convert Hawkeye 1 and 2 blocks to 6 and 4 blocks. And I have limitless resources. Alright, you don't need to brag, Virtue. Blimey. Converter. Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds epic, man. That sounds pretty good. Matt, I think the things which are obviously optimized for sheer size by being vastly composed of geocorp blocks should fight each other, and not the other techs that sacrifice survivability for the sake of actually looking like a ship. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Admiral or General Douglas. I do. Right. Oosh. There we go. Right, batteries are down. RC going in for the kill. This could be it. This could be the end of this battle. Right, so per Virtue's rule, that if they don't have any weapons, which this one still does, and they haven't got any shields, that should be it. I mean, I may call it, if they're just gonna aimlessly float away like this, they're not winning any battles, are they? Yeah. Oh. He's sort of tripped over himself a little bit. RC it's there for the taking, my guy, if you want to... Right, we'll give him 10 seconds. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it because we could be here a while. Right, RC takes it. 2 games to none. That's the game for TWILA. They are out. RC is through to the next round. They'll be fighting Darkstar. So, that means that we can now load into the next of the quarterfinal battles, which are going to be Username versus Legionite. Okay, so here we have Legionite versus... Who did I say? Username. So I am controlling Legionite, and over here is Username. So, let's get everything set up. Just going to back this up slightly, just so we can... So just while we're on the topic, the RC ship. I realised what you guys are saying about how it sacrifices the aesthetics for just pure survivability. I get that, but it still does fit the brief. It's still a ship. It's not just a cube of weapons that just floats. It still looks like a ship. We've had other ships in previous rounds that were really futuristic looking, that didn't really fit the brief of. I mean, even Legionites. You know, that strictly speaking isn't realistically a ship. You know, realism is great and all, but that's not really the aim of the game. The aim of the game is to build the biggest, strongest tech that looks like a ship. And in my opinion, RCs and even TWILAs, they're ships. Excuse me. So, before we get into that, I feel like Legionites is going to do the one on the right. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to enjoy this a lot. I think Legionites is going to do really well. So let's get into it. This is Legionite versus Username. This is the third battle of the quarterfinals. Best of 3. So let's see how we get on. 3, 2, 1. They are off. Username with the early volley. I hate using that word. Oh. Now, Legionite, for those that don't know, Legionite has magnets down this side. And on the side of their ship, they have magnets that pick up the loose blocks that fall off each ship. So they're able to use them as sort of tertiary armor, which I think is genius. However, where Username's ship is positioned, it's not really taking full advantage of that feature, because a lot of this damage is coming into this top section. Yeah, you can see the blocks there. As Legionite picks them up. Sorry fellas and everyone, I've just got to send one quick message. What have I missed? I think I caught all that. I think we didn't really miss anything that important. Oh, big explosions. We're missing explosions. That's the important thing. Wow, so Legionite shields have gone down. That's a shocker. Username is destroying Legionite there. This could be the end of Legionite for this fight. Just look at those missiles. Absolutely relentless. Without those shields or the healing bubbles, Legionite just can't do anything. Although those magnets are still picking stuff up. I just think there's just going to be too much now for the Legionite to withstand. Oosh. Big explosions. Oh, this could be it. Look at those explosions. I can't believe they held on for this long. This is crazy. Do you know what? I thought Legionite was gone, was dead in the water, but they're clinging on there. You know, okay, there we go. Right. Well, there we have it. Legionite, or sorry, Username takes the first round. Takes the first round. Well played. Right then. So let's move on to the next fight. Virtue says, I am offended you compliment Legionite surviving like this. When the toaster had half of it gone, it was still flying. To be fair, that was pretty epic. If Legionite had used the OP Mega Reactor batteries, he would have had a higher capacity as well as no internal explosions. I think Legionite did use some of them. Anyway, right, let's go to the second battle. Second fight. You know what I mean. Bolcat Boy Halo is watching this at 12 PM in the evening. That's late. That's very late. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying safe. Can you possibly have them more level? How do we feel about that, chat? Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, right. Let's bump Legionite up a bit. Where's the hover controller block? Do I need to add one on? I probably do. That's so much damage. I'm going to leave them for now. I'm going to leave them. I think it'd be a bit unfair to start messing around with them now, because that could alter the results. So we'll stick with the same setup that we had in the first fight. That seems to be the fairest way to do it. Right, here we go. So let's get rid of the charging stations and Fitsui. Where's my camera? There he is. Oh, you've gone too far. Come back. Come back. Right, there we go. Here we go, right, so we have the second fight of Username versus Legionite. And I'll be honest, I was shocked. I thought Legionite would be able to go all the way. It's a bit of an upset. But here we go. So we're going into the second fight. So let's just let's get stuck in. So, what have we got going on here? Okay, Legionite seems to be able to do a bit more damage to the front of Username's ship. So we could go to our first decider. If Legionite can maintain this level of pressure. Username just going straight in there. Username just going, oh, over the top. Just straight over the top. I still think Legionite's not going to be able to withstand so much pressure from those missiles. Look at them go. Bang, 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 bang. So much damage. Woo! Oh, big explosion. Oh, guys, that is cool. That was awesome. Did you see the explosion and the magnets pulled all the blocks back in? That's like something like the Matrix. Nice, cool. Okay, similar situation to the first fight. Legionite just can't seem to make huge strides into Username's defenses. There we go. So Legionite shields are down. Fluffy snow here. It's not that this game doesn't run well, it's just there's a lot of things going on. So everything that you can see on the screen has its own physics being applied to it. So all these blocks, everything has so many calculations. And what that means is the CPU has a hard time dealing with it all. I mean, you see all these missiles. That's so much. Yeah, so it's not so much the graphics. It's the processing that it has to do. Boom! Okay, I missed it. I was looking at chat. Legionite is down. That means username, you are through. Username, you have 2 wins. So username, you're going to be through to the next round. That's going to mean that the semi-finals so far are Darkstar is going to be up against RC. And username will be up against the winner of Cactus versus General Douglas, which we're going to do now. That's one thing that I think Unity doesn't offer is multi-threading, which is why we have some of the problems that we do with TerraTech performance. But any game, I'm not saying this like any game has its performance problems. There's a balancing act that you've got to find between, does it look good and does it perform well? Right, sorry, I'm blathering on. So the final sort of round for today is going to be. Wait, what did I just load in there? I loaded into the wrong game, didn't I? Whoops. Yeah, we've already done this one. If anyone's getting deja vu. Yeah. Click the wrong one. Absolute autopilot there, General Douglas. Let's try again. This is the one we want. Cactus versus General Douglas. Zip Eye. A clear all text button in co-op would be nice. Yeah, you've got the tech manager. So you can, I mean, clear all, well, it depends how many texts you have, I suppose. But you can just, yeah, you can clear out the text that way. Right. So we have General Douglas versus Cactus. So I'm controlling Cactus, and over here is General Douglas. General, you are in chat. You are also known as Admiral Douglas. Because of that well-earned promotion that you earned. We've seen these before. We know what they do. We know what they look like. Let's just get stuck into it. Okay, so this is the final battle of today. I need to set myself to neutral. I nearly forgot again, guys, but it's fine. Here we go. They are off. Okay, so there was a lot of blocks that fell off there. A lot of blocks. So this is something that I think Cactus has done well. They've sort of created quite a good-looking sort of futuristic ship, and with the correct color sort of scheme, with the I think they have the better future skin, mod skin on there. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of futuristic, like a kind of ship would look in the future. But obviously they've sort of utilised the survivability that Geocorp offers, which is cool. Right, so we have a situation where Cactus is stuck, General Douglas is coming back round, which is good. That's what we want. We want them to engage in combat. Here we go. Just full on, full steam ahead, General, please. Full on, full steam ahead. That's it. Ram him. He's there for the taking. So here we go. Bang! Oh, okay. Just going to avoid them just about. That's fine. Okay, so now they're kind of locked into this strafing. Oh, big, huge explosion! Wow! What? General, that was massive. That was epic. Virtue called it. That can do a lot of damage. That was crazy. Man, when you think batteries are... Whew. Well then, that was interesting. I kind of want to do that again. Should we do that again? Let's do it again. Yeah, I must have found the cab. To be honest, there were so many explosions there. I don't know what was causing those explosions. I don't know if it was battery explosion or if it was just from their missiles or cannons or what. But that was plenty of damage. Okay, guys. So this could be the last one. This could be the last sort of fight of the day. This is to decide who goes through to the semi-finals. Oh, General Douglas has still got some bubbles to open. Going to leave that to do that while I position up. Right. General Douglas seems to be all done. Okay, TerraCactus still has some shields to open as well. That's fine. I'll give you guys a few more seconds and then I'll get this party going. Right, I think we're all done. So here we go. Whew. Apparently, Virtue was saying that was the result of close range Mark III, the most devastating combat situation. Yes, that's what we want to see. Here we go. So let's do it. Can TerraCactus claw this one back? 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Oh, again, good bit of damage. You love to see lots of loose blocks just strewn across the floor. That's what you love to see. Now, can TerraCactus edge their way back into this? You can see a lot of exposed mega reactors on the front of General's ship there. Now, TerraCactus, they just need to get a good position. I felt like getting too close didn't do them too well last time. And again, big hits. Big hits down there. Whoa! What? What just happened? What just happened, chat? Technically, General's cab is still in here somewhere. Let's see what the tech manager says. Apparently, General's cab. General, be honest. Is this your actual cab, or is this a cosmetic cab? Okay, it's a cab. One cab. Alright, I trust you. Well, I don't know what to do because technically the cab is still intact. I don't know what to do. Cactus is out. TerraCactus is completely gone, right? That's decided. It's just whether or not we allow General Douglas, or should we just do a redo? Should we do a redo? Another one. Let's do another one. Genuinely didn't think that was even possible. I know I see a lot with the you know, with the main menu screen. I think we should do a redo. I think that's just a bit too, I don't know. Yeah, let's do a redo. I just want to see that happen again. That was epic. But yeah, you know, on the main, like you saw on the main menu there. Sometimes you can see two texts. Sometimes can cancel each other out, and they'll sort of fall off at the same time. But I wouldn't have ever thought that we'd see it with these texts. I'd call that a tie. I would call that a tie. So let's queue it up again. Come on, get your fighting talk in the chat, everyone. Get your fighting talk in the chat. Darwin says, now my boy Doug will win again. Douglas says, thanks, Darwin. You the man. Right. Are all your shields and everything open? They are. Ready. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Oh, I've not changed my thing! I'm going to need to reload! Oh, no! I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm going to need to reload that. Because, Cactus expended a lot of pressure trying to kill me. Whoops. Let's try again. Alright. 4th time's the charm, guys. And girls. Alright, let's try this again. Is everyone open? All the shields, everything open? Okay, one more there I saw pop open on General Douglas's ship. Bolcat, it's just you're keen for them to fight. I like it. I love your enthusiasm. Right. Okay, more to open. That's fine. Any more? Nope. Right. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. I am actually going to save this just in case. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. They're off. Bang, 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 yeah! Oh! Again, the front of General's ship just completely falls off. What do we do if we have another tie? Do we just call it and give it to General because they have the first, to Doug because they had the first, no one likes your front, man. Get rid of it. If we have another tie, do we give it to Douglas? Just keep on fighting. Just keep on fighting until we have an out-and-out winner. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Oh! Huge hits. Huge explosions. TerraCactus still in there, but look at that. Literally quarter of their ship is gone. Getting some good hits onto those front batteries. So much damage. This is just all out. This isn't attrition. This is just all out DPS. This is just who could just do the most damage as quickly as possible. This is crazy. Right, so I hadn't thought of this eventuality. What if they're just not interested in fighting each other? Okay, that's fine. They're coming back in. They're coming back in. Look at that. I mean, that's half. That's quarter of a ship. That's amazing that you're still standing. Oh, huge 0-point hit there. Floating off TerraCactus right off their trajectory. But now they have the upper hand. They have the high ground. Although not really able to take advantage of it. Although now they are. They've got the high ground. Those missiles, and they're just going to collapse. They're going to fall straight on top of each other. Guys, I'm going to put a really funny face, and this is for the YouTube thumbnail, alright? If you see me pulling a funny face, just think YouTube thumbnail. No, come back. Yeah, I feel like Cactus is sort of just limping. I may need to take over it because it's going to float too far away and things are going to start to despawn. Oh no, right. Come here. I'm just going to point you back in the right direction because I'm worried that you were going slightly off course. Right. Ooh. There we go, right. And then we're going to hit you to enemy. Good. So General getting hit with the 0 point there, and they've got a good hit off, a huge hit. You saw that? See the 0 point happen? Just landing on the front of TerraCactus's ship. This is what you want to see, guys. All out action. You love to see it. And then TerraCactus is going to come crashing down. I don't know what to say. They're just shooting each other. This stream will never end. Yeah, I hope no one's got any plans this evening because we're in this for the long haul. We're having another. Okay, before we get a bit too out of control. Come on. Get after him! Ooh. Come on, here we go, right. And go, go, go! Well, this is an anticlimax. Should we go see what the batteries are like? Thing is, they're just coasting further away from each other, so if we leave them for too long, they're just going to fly further away, they're just going to despawn, and we don't want to see a despawn. Both seem to be having a hard time of flying. Yeah, I do hate to intervene, but it looks like unless I do, they're not going to actually want to fight each other. So let's get stuck in. Come back, General. Come back, Douglas. Oh, I've not done anything there. We could reposition them like they were at the start. Okay. General looks like he's about to line up. Come on, come back. Here we go. I just left a bit, General. Left a bit, left a bit. What do we do? What do we do? I am going to have to take over the Talos cruiser and just finish this one once and for all. because we could be here all day. Oh no, where's General gone? Come back! Here we go, right. So what I'm going to do, just so we can finish this off, I'm just going to set myself to be able to fight General. Mate, I'm not terrible at fighting. Alright, fine. Let's just load in another one of these. There, right. Get fighting. There we go. Oh! Oh! Huge explosions. Big things are happening. Cactus is just floating off. Just spinning around. He's having a great time. Oh! Huge amounts of damage. Huge amounts of damage there. But General Douglas has withstood them very well. Now, is General going to line this up again? Here we go. Right. No. Other way. So, Cactus is stuck. That's a good thing. We just need to get General Douglas back over there. So I'm now going to take control of General Douglas. To get them positioned properly. Okay, so you can see the problem. Literal, General Douglas has lost half of their propulsion. Let's get you just here, that'd be fine. Right, so this could hopefully be the end. Let's go. Yep, there we go. Any more? They're both just nothing. There's nothing left of either ship. These are so incredibly balanced. Oh, there we go. That'll do it. Whew. So there you have it. General Douglas takes the win. General Douglas has it. Oh, good sniping there. Well played. So there you have it. There we go. Let's look at the standings. I'm going to load up the current standings, and we can take a look at that. But what we have for the semi-finals for next week of the Naval Warfare Challenge is going to be Darkstar versus RC3197. The other semi-final is going to be Username versus General Douglas. That last battle, honestly, that is, well, apart from the really boring parts where I had to jump in and move stuff around, that is quality fight in there. I love it. Right, so let's take a look, shall we? Are we going to add the T and left mouse feature? I don't think we are. I know there's a reason why we removed it. I can't remember what that reason was. But there isn't any plans to add it anytime soon, or at least if there is, I can't remember. I'm sure I've been told. Right, so if you can hear me, you can all hear me. Good stuff. So let's zoom in. So these are the standings. These are all the entries that we've ever had in the competition and where they've ended up, which brings us through, if we zoom all the way into the quarterfinal. There we go. Let's line that up nicely. Perfect. Right, so who do we have? We have Darkstar is through, so let's get you into the semi-final. We also have RC is also through. And then Username, you are also through. And General Douglas, the most Douglas of generals. So there we have it. If we, whoops. If we, no, come on. There we go. Ooh, what are you doing? There we go. Quarterfinal, semi-finals. Darkstar versus RC, and then Username versus General Douglas. Oh, I was doing a thumbs up and it wasn't even on me. So there you have it. That's what the semi-finals are going to look like. And that's the end of today's stream. It was a long one, but that was mainly through technical difficulties and also AI not wanting to do what we want it to. Guys and girls and everyone else in between, thank you so much for stopping by. How's my request doing? Just say yes or no. I'm still thinking about it, Virtue. I'm still thinking about it. I think next week we'll probably have a bit more time on our hands. So maybe. I'll have a think. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by and sticking with us. I know it can be a bit painful at times, but we're there. We're at the semi-finals. This is huge. This is big. This is awesome. I'm going to shoot off now because I'm hogging our living room and I'm sure my wife and small child would like to watch TV and have some dinner. So I'm going to close it off. Guys, we'll see you next week. Keep your eyes peeled for news about console updates and when we're going to be releasing new content. We're going to have the new stable update, that sort of cool stuff. We're pretty happy with that. So, yeah. Guys, peace out. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.